Hello, Brandon Clayton here today with Pretty and Clean Until Further Notice. The reason why I chose this name is because the chemical 1,4-dioxane, which is found in our cleaning chemicals like our skincare, like personal products, and hard cleaning agents and other degreasers and things of the sort. You're probably wondering what 1,4-dioxane is, and according to a public health statement, 4-dioxane from the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, they say that it is a clear liquid with faint pleasant odor that mixes easily with water. And as I had stated before, it is used in chemicals such as cosmetics, detergents, and shampoos, and it is a solvent in the manufacture of other chemicals. Next, I would like to go over the human and environmental issues with dioxane. And some of the human issues are the short-term and low-level exposures as well as the high-level exposures, which the short-term and low levels only cause eye and nose irritation, but the high levels may cause kidney and liver effects and possibly death. And then looking at the long-term effects, which were mainly done in animal studies, the vapor effects mainly the nasal cavity as well as the liver and kidneys, and then swallowing or skin contact with liquid will affect the liver and kidneys. And then it is also known as a carcinogen for cancer. And then looking at the environment, it is able to be released into air, water, and soil, where it is produced or used as a solvent. See, compounds in the air can break down into different compounds rapidly. Something that I particularly noted was that it does not stick to soil particles, which allows it to move to groundwater. Which, if it's able to move to the groundwater, it's in our aquifers, and it should potentially be able to get into our rivers and, other freshwater systems that we would not want this dioxane to be. And then once it's in the water, it is stable and does not break down. Something that caught my interest with dioxane was the way it was made. And looking at an article from Elizabeth Rich called 1,4-dioxane Contamination, Cleaning, and Personal Care Products, written in November 20th, 2019. She states that dioxane is created as a byproduct from ethoxylated chemicals, including certain surfactants, which are used in cleaning and personal care products. Which something they do to try to get this dioxane out of these chemicals is called vacuum stripping. And on 17th of April 2014, the World Intellectual Property Organization International Bureau published a patent for this, which was invented by Walter Jessup, Burton Brooks, and Brad Sheets. Which, in short, this invention pumped dioxane into an inlet of an evaporator, then by applying heat and reducing vapor pressure to vaporize the dioxane, which then can be further diluted by water to desired dilution, which I'll take note on the water part for this next slide. Moving on, though, it's said that through cross-contamination, other products without these surfactants may come in contact with this chemical dioxane, and that's just something to be aware of. So even if the chemical itself doesn't have dioxane in it, it may have cross-contaminated with other chemicals. So something that caught my concern was in an article by Michael Dorson on June 18th, 2018 from the American Council on Science and Health, which explains what's the story on dioxane. He states that Nishimura found that up to 15 parts per million is in our dairy, and then that the recommended safe levels for this by the EPA is 0.35 parts per billion in water, which should, dairy and water, they're not too far apart. We consume them the same way. And then in the 1970s, they found trace amounts of dioxin in the water, which they found 1 microgram per liter of water, which noted earlier that, just low levels of dioxin can cause eye and skin irritation. And then as you start getting into the higher levels, you start getting liver and kidney failure. And so, and this product is on things that are just right on our shelves. He even states that it may be present in food, packaging, detergents, and cosmetics. But then something that he even stated was that there was no real reliable data on amounts of dioxin in products. And I tried to find the reliable amounts of some chemicals that, maybe I can give you guys an idea of what we're looking at with certain chemicals and the amounts and things like that, but he even states here that there was no real reliable data on amounts. Coming back to Elizabeth Rich, we can see that in 2017, California enacted the Cleaning Product Right to Know Act, which makes it to where you have to disclose of constituents in these cleaning products, including things like 1,4-dioxin, especially when the concentrations are above 10 parts per million. And even then, they're still pushing it to be at lower levels and to try to stay under levels of 1 parts per million. And then something that I would like to note here is that a lot of these safe levels were found in cosmetics, which you put on your skin, which cleaning products as well may come in contact with your skin. And in the midst of our time with the COVID-19, it's just something good to be aware of. You don't want to be buying a cleaning product with this in it and potentially be causing more issues than you are solving. So there you have it, pretty and clean until further notice. Now that you have this information, just be careful out there, stay safe, stay healthy. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation. Until next time, have a good one.